every single time someone walks by, I'm just like,
oh yeah.
they like stop, look, like completely stop and look at you, and it's just the most awkward thing in the world.
They like lock eye contact. It's like, what are you looking at?
You want to come in here?
They're like, I don't know. What are you looking at?
What are you doing?
What are you doing in there?
I'm curious.
What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Excited to kick off episode 14. We're on day 24.
2-4.
We got some numbers to update.
Oh, man. Yes, we do.
So, last update we had on the sheet here was day 21. So that was on May 4th. So we just need May 5th and May 6th.
Okie dokie.
So, what we'll do is we'll go through numbers. I actually want to ask you about the Alware AI. So maybe we could talk about that. HubSpot also has some pretty sick updates that'd be worth for us to go through. And then also would love to have you talk about this spreadsheet thing that we're doing with workflows.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So we'll see how much we can get through today. We got a lot to cover. We've been cooking. It's great to be back as well. So let's fill out our numbers here, and I'll go through. I'll put this up. There we go. All right, so this is where we're at. So May 5th, you had one call, looks like scheduled, and then 2 calls yesterday, right? You had more than 2 calls yesterday, right?
New calls? No, just 2.
Okay. All right.
I think. Wait, no. I had. Yes, 2.
2 yesterday and then 1 the day before?
For new calls, yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to go low ticket purchases. While you're doing that, also look up shorts.
Holy gosh. We need to wake up.
Yeah. I'm on the wrong screen here. All right, so let's.
Oh, that's a great thumbnail for that short.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube, just make sure you grab that one.
Yeah, it's perfect. That's the one I was wanting. Ad spend hacks? Oh, shit, dude. Actually,
it is.
The ones to the right of that are kind of cool with the where it's split it.
Uh-huh.
Apparently YouTube doesn't think so, but, you know. What are you looking for?
It's a split test. I'm looking for this.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, boy. All right. So you need numbers. Is that what you need?
That's what I need.
All right. Tell me what you need, and let's go from there.
All right. So low ticket purchases for the 5th and yesterday.
Okay. All right. Low ticket purchases for the 5th and yesterday. Loading. Okay. The 5th, we had 2.
All right. And then yesterday?
1, 2, 3, 4. 4.
All right. And then number of shorts posted. So let's see what we got. So on the 5th, we had 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 and 3. The Fredditor is killing it.
Mr. Fred is cooking.
All right, new subscribers. 1 and 3.
God, it's my favorite number. Subscribers. 1 and 3.
So yeah, we're at 48 so far since we kicked off this journey.
It's just not good enough.
We're getting there. halfway to triple digits.
Honestly, my favorite number to see is the +1 and +2s on freaking subscribers.
Yeah, that's exciting.
All right, what's next?
Ad spend.
Lovely. Ad spend, we've got, hopefully it's going to show us, but yeah, if anybody who's watching this knows how to get an ad account back, let me know.
I got it right here, actually. So this is only going until, I might have the wrong
I've
filter
got
on
it. It's
this.
45 for the 5th.
$45?
No. 485.
Oh, $485.
That would have been a problem.
Yeah.
And then to the 6th, we've got 445.
Okay. We need number of leads on May 2nd, May 3rd, May 4th, May 5th, and May 6th.
I have to reformat the page sheet so we can cross-reference, because the like entered date on the spreadsheet is still a bunch of 1s and 0s. So we're going to have to put that in a different day.
Okay. So we'll come back to that.
Not a different day, but later.
Outbound calls.
0. Julieta's been sick, I think.
Yeah, we did. It looks like we did have some calls yesterday. So that's 89.
Dang. Sick or healthy. Running it up.
All right. Total booked calls for that day.
Booked for which day?
Basically need them for the last 4 days. Last 5 days. Starting on the 2nd.
4th. May 3rd, May 2nd. All right, May 2nd we had 2.
2.
May 3rd we had 2.
Okay.
May 4th we have 2. May 5th we have
Let me guess.
0.
Rhymes with hero.
And then yesterday we had 1, 2, 3.
All right. And then calls completed
Oh boy.
yesterday and the day before. So Monday and Tuesday.
Yesterday yesterday was Tuesday. Yesterday I completed 1 out of 2.
Okay.
And then Monday,
Yep.
1 of 1.
All right. Offers made.
1 on Monday, and then I think I offered that guy yesterday. Or was it more just like, here's the price, here's the info? Interested?
Yeah, I'd consider it as an offer.
Okay.
You drop the price.
Fine.
We'll define that as an offer made.
Yeah. I mean, I sent him in the red zone, so
Yeah.
just to trigger everything.
Okay. And then red zone deals 1 and 1.
No, the Monday one I haven't moved into red zone yet.
Okay. All right. And then added red zone value.
78.
Okay. Deals closed Monday or Tuesday?
Not on this side of the business.
Okay.
All the deals that were closed were on other side.
Okay. So we'll zero this. Yeah. Low ticket offer revenue. Do we have that?
Yeah. For which
Monday and
days?
Tuesday.
Monday. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Low ticket purchases. Dude, we need to spend like 6 times what we're spending right now. Yesterday. All right, 47 times 3.
Okay. And then yesterday?
Oh, sorry, that was yesterday.
Okay.
Monday, 47 plus 19. Yep.
All right.
It's the same.
Okay.
Yo.
Dope.
Yeehaw.
And then I'm going to carry this all the way through.
What are you trying to figure out?
We need number of leads on the second. Total leads.
All right. Fine. I got you.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
I'm reworking all these dashboards, and I need to get this date property in here.
That's why we still love Google Sheets. For some things.
I mean, I like it a lot. I just have to run the problem is that the submission date comes over. Like we're coding the sheet to when the thing comes in, then it stamps the date and time in EST. So when I pushed all the information over, because we weren't running this, all of the data is like 1899, because I triggered everything as the stuff was coming in. And there is no, like, it all came in at the same time, and then we ran the code, so it's all fucked up. But.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here. Which day? Second?
So, yeah, second.
All right. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. All right. The second. That's the guy I make eye contact with every morning.
Real intimate connection.
We're supposed to.
Let's just stare at him. I just gotta going by.
Yeah. Don't be sitting here just standing in the window, looking at him. What you doing every morning here, bud? Throwing your trash out. All right. Let's see here. So on the 5th, right?
Second.
Fuck.
Number of leads on the second.
I really shouldn't have. There was no way I was falling asleep last night.
Yeah, I knew it.
I watched the new Warfare movie. It's like, it was really good. But all right, so 15 plus. The second. Oh, that's May. What the fuck am I doing? May 2nd. All right. Yep. All right, 15 plus 12.
That's for the second. So 27 leads.
Plus, nah, we got more. We got more. I'm doing real jacked reporting right now, but it's fine. All right, and then plus 2.
All right. Same thing for May 3rd.
May 3rd, we've got boom, 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 boom. We've got my computer to load. All right. May 3rd, 8 plus. We gotta fix this. I'm fixing this as soon as we get off here.
Yeah, we definitely got to fix this.
I also need to plug in my computer before 10 seconds starting, so it runs plus 4. Yeah, that's a shit Saturday.
Yeah, you said 8 plus 4?
Yeah, usually those are our.
Yeah, it's usually a good day. So, yeah, this was Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. Friday was
Popped.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at that. Except the load. Oh, no. I mean, yeah, it was not bad. All right, and then what is this? 4th?
Sunday. Yeah, the 4th.
Okie dokie.
May the 4th be with you.
It's not with me yet.
It's getting there.
It's coming.
It's on its way.
It's coming.
Jeez.
Dude, this morning's been rough. I woke up, Paulina was already at the gym. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
I thought I missed the kickoff, so I was just like laying there. I was like, damn it. The sun is full up staring at me already.
That's how you know, bro.
All right, 12. And then I sat there for a second, and I said, you know what? I ain't no bitch. And then I laid there for another 10 minutes.
Like a bitch.
Just wanted to know what it felt like, you know?
Not going to be feeling like a bitch ever again today. This is my one time.
All right, 10. So 12 plus 10.
All right.
Plus. All right. Please tell me this is the last day. No, we got more.
No, we got 2 more.
All right, that's it.
All right. And then Monday.
Oh, boy.
The 5th.
Oh, there's one more on here, so it's 23.
23.
Monday, I've got dude, I need to go to the gym or something. Getting the cold plunge. That's what I've been lacking on.
Oh, yeah.
That is 100% what I've been lacking on.
That's the hack, bro.
Yeah, but then my circuit board will fry. Not allowed to get in water.
Yeah.
That's what my code.
AI computer.
Yeah, chip says. Monday, right?
Yep.
All right. People see like completely different personalities depending on how deprived we are of
right.
nutrients and sleep and sun.
Yeah.
All right. 5th, 10 plus.
I'd be so mad if I was watching this live stream right now.
Honestly, I'd just be laughing. I'd just be like, these guys.
Yeah. Type in the chat.
They get it.
They get it.
Well, I hope you get it.
Just
we get it.
Type in the chat.
Don't worry. We got some good stuff coming, maybe next week.
Maybe next week.
Plus 13.
Plus 13. All right.
Yeah.
All right, and then yesterday.
We'll do some cool stuff today and this week too.
Yeah, we do have some really cool shit.
All right. Probably why we're so fucking sleep deprived, but yeah.
The more sleep deprived, the more we've been
better
cooking.
stuff we have for you guys that we're not going to be able to present to you very well. We'll present it.
Yeah, it'll be.
It'll just be a little more,
Don't judge the delivery, judge the content.
Don't do that either.
Actually,
just judge the shit we build.
Yeah.
Then you'll be okay. All right. Oh, boy. Guess who's back? Back again. Dean is back. Tell your friends. We put in numbers in the spreadsheet. Okay, 7 plus. I can't rap. Tell your friends. Shit. All right.
Dude, that and the opening song is going to be stuck in my head all day now.
You're welcome.
Thank you. All right, 7 plus. What else we got?
13.
13.
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
All right. Yeah, wanted to get that to get our lead to booking. So we're hovering at just over 10% lead to booking, which is really just based on the marketing funnel. And Juliet has been booking a couple here and there.
Booking Maysby.
I think
I didn't even speak English there.
Over the next couple weeks, I'm excited for this to change.
Yeah. All right. So let's tell them what we're doing. So lead to booking is our biggest leverage point right now. If you want to flip over to, it's over on OBS actually. The view.
The view.
All right. Fuck it.
Dashboard?
No, I was gonna say the actual the view, but you can keep the sheet up. It's fine.
This?
No. In OBS, the side by side, it doesn't matter. Just go back to the sheet.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having trouble. All right. So we have what? I mean, I think total we've generated like, I don't know, what does the number say? Somewhere around 400 leads, right? Somewhere around
382.
50 bookings. So our biggest leverage point is getting more calls on the calendar. The problem with that is that our booking availability is filled up. So I'm booked. Dean has to build out the AM side of the business. And yeah, so we're both kind of at capacity in terms of calendar availability. And then also both of us are more leveraged when we have more space on our calendar, meaning we don't have a lot of people booked out all throughout the day. So we really have two options. We can either A, bring in a closer and a setter, or B, we can go one-to-many, and we're going to do both, which is the best option.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we are definitely more of the all of the above type of guys.
That's very true. Red Bull or coffee?
Yes.
Both. So basically, right now, our 10%, 11%, 12% fluctuation in lead booking is purely people going from opt-in to low-ticket purchase to being offered to book a call. They're not being offered to book a call anywhere else, which isn't, terrible. But at the same time, a lot of, if we typically have lead to booking with our setter teams, like
20,
yeah,
25.
15, 20%, like just average. You could take the other bucket of the leads and throw on, let's just use worst case, 10%. That's another 30 to 60 bookings throughout this time period, just with adding a setter into the process. Now, what we're going to also be doing, so we've talked to an individual yesterday. He's going to be, so we had basically options, and we talked about this last night. We can either build the sales department from the bottom up, or we can build it from the top down, meaning we can bring somebody in who can actually do the bottom up setup with the recruiting and the placement and training on. Oh yeah,
You want one of these?
Yeah, let me put in a battery pack real quick.
There you go.
There we go. So we brought somebody in, super trusted. I'm sure we'll talk about that more, but that's going to allow Dean to focus on the product and the client success side and allow me to focus on the marketing side, as well as work with the sales team and build it, but build it from up top, not from basically below. So what that's going to do is it's going to give us a lot more calendar availability, which means we can spend more, which means we can also filter better because we're going to have setters in place, right?
Yeah.
Right now, we don't want to kill the booking flow with throwing or testing an application, but we also can't increase ad spend, right? Our lead booking at 10% is not going to allow us the flexibility with leads and testing the funnel and doing all of that stuff, because one bad change to one of our 3 funnels now could put us in a bad position, especially with bringing on new sales reps and stuff along those lines. So we have to figure out how to do more, not less, and lead to booking is 100% our biggest area of opportunity. So there's 2 things that we're doing. We're bringing in the setter, and then we're also going to be putting in or working to put in, we'll probably jam on this week and get it pretty much there, but there's a mechanism that we've been putting together called the Golden Pocket. And the Golden Pocket, the first hour, a lead comes in through your funnel, right? Now, If that lead leaves the first hour without being contacted, meaning there's no call or no one reaches out or anything along those lines, you have a 10x less likelihood chance of actually connecting with them in general. So what we're going to do is the setters are going to have 30 minutes to get in basically contact with that lead. And if it crosses the 30-minute threshold without actually being contacted, so there's no outbound call stamped, there's no speed lead time frame stamped yet, 30 minutes after the lead actually gets delegated, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So we're only running it during working hours, obviously. Then we're going to augment the setter with AI. So that's where the AI is going to pick up and actually get to the lead, because even if the AI isn't perfect yet and we're still prompting it and learning it, we're still getting to that person, which can trigger the conversation and get them to respond, answer, pick up the phone, whatever, which then our setters have a much better chance of obviously getting them set. But if we let them leave that 30-minute window without anything by chance, somebody not getting to them within the first hour, we just don't want to do that. So we're just going to augment the setting role within that first 30 minutes, because they could be on the phone, they could be connecting with somebody, they could be on a call, whatever the case may be. They could be at lunch. And then also one thing that I think we're going to really try is all of our after-hour leads. So anybody that comes in, 11 p.m. our time, but 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. over on the other coast or anything along those lines, augment all of the leads after hours with the AI side as well. So what you'll see after we...
Are we going to shorten that threshold instead of 30 minutes to like 5 minutes?
After hours? Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it'll just, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. It's out of hours, so I'm shooting you a text. See you're coming in, whatever. And then we can also probably look at the actual, not our time zone, but their time zone, and make sure that we're doing stuff. Dude, we get so many leads late at night, so many call book late at night. A lot of it's California, that's why. But anyways, so we're going to be bringing in the team. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting availability to take 2 or 3 calls a day, and then closer will take everything else, and then everything coming from the setter, the AI, will also go to the closer, so that we can open up calendar space and really make sure. And then we're also going to be, when our new funnel, which should be live right now, we'll find out in 20 minutes here, but when that funnel turns on, we're going to increase ad spend quite a bit, and then we're going to start splitting traffic based on potential qualification and then fully qualified. Potential is going to go more towards a group call, like registration, masterclass, stuff along those lines, and then the one-on-ones are going to come straight into a conversation. So that's what we're going to do to basically attack that lead booking. To be honest, if we got the traffic increase or the ad spend increase, the setter in, and the augmented basically golden pocket setup, plus the out of office hours AI agent, we should jump to 20-25% almost immediately, which would literally, more than double
everything.
Yeah. So yeah, that's our biggest leverage point right now by far. Our show rate's healthy, our close rate's healthy, our offer rate's healthy, our cash up front's healthy, our revenue is healthy, our ROAS is good. It's just the lead to booking percentage, just because we have had no setter in place while we're proving this thing out. So yeah, I'm excited for that. And our lead to close percentage is going to go way up as well.
Yeah.
Which is going to be nice. Let's see here. Based on that, that's definitely our highest leverage point from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
there's nowhere
everything else gets impacted as a result of that.
Our closing show rate's definitely above 60%. Can you check that threshold?
So
AG9 to...
looks like this.
One bad day.
No, it's just 0 to 0, so that shouldn't be making an impact. Let me see, how is this? So it's 23 calls completed out of 38.
Oh, I know what it is. Wait, is it running? What's the formula set to?
It's just taking the total
versus the scheduled?
Yeah. Completed over scheduled.
And we're at what? 23 out of 38?
Yep.
I feel like that's not right. We need to look into that. I mean, I haven't had a show rate problem.
Yeah.
For the most part, I've had pretty much everybody showing up to my calls.
I
mean, you had 8 and what, 5, 6 showed up?
I had, yeah, about that.
Yeah. We need to look into that because I don't think that's 100% accurate. I mean, show rate in the beginning maybe was a little misconstrued. I don't know. We'll have to look at that. We can look into the sheet too because that's all running. Uh-oh. Hey, you're calling while we're on live. So, what do you got to say to the people? Hello? Okay. All right. So,
all right. So we'll look into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that does seem kind of pretty low. But
I mean, we'll see today. I've got enough calls today to make a point to it.
We'll fact check this as well.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it could be? Some of the reschedules.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have this fixed this week. So one thing that we were doing is instead of trying to build everything out immediately within the system for our pre-call confirm, our confirmation engine, our setting side, our closing side, basically just took the bare bones and put it in place. Let everything run up until last week. Last week, the team went in this weekend and actually basically just took a big red button and cleaned out a bunch of the junk that was kind of built up over basically the crossover from the done for you side to the done with you side, which created a bunch of random stuff. So they cleaned all of that out. This week, we've reset up pipeline. We've reset up a bunch of our stuff, killed a bunch of the workflows that were kind of firing on top of each other. So we cleaned up the environment, and then we're restructuring moving forward. So we'll have a much cleaner slate, and then also we'll be able to start putting in what we actually like to have in place for not just like foundational assets, but the actual stuff that makes things really move.
Yeah.
So
we're basically doing a full build as we're doing this.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting what that does in terms of overall metrics, but we're really not going to be able to tell unless we have more spend going.
Yeah. Well, the other thing too is the raw data going into the sheet. You want to pull that up?
I already showed them yesterday.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did, but basically what we're doing is we're cross-referencing all of our HubSpot automated data. So as we're using it into a Google Sheet, it's just easier to see if stuff isn't populating. Like we're missing a specific tag or we're missing a specific property fill or anything along those lines. If it's in a sheet, we can just run a Google script that'll highlight anything red that's not there. And then making sure that the system is updating that and going to those contacts and figuring out what's going on for the next probably week or two. And what that's going to do is allow us to build the reports and then have actual confidence in those reports that are running, especially while we're transitioning. If you're starting from scratch, meaning you have a clean environment, usually you can go in pretty quickly just to building out reports directly into HubSpot. That makes it really easy. But for us, we have all of our reports for the other side of the business. And now we're building new reports that have just slightly different filters, slightly different properties, different tags, different stuff along those lines, different associations. So we just have to be careful that they're not connecting in any way, which isn't too hard to do, but it is
nuanced.
It's nuanced and it takes time, especially when I have 3 or 4 or 5 sales calls a day, plus all the internal stuff, plus everything else, plus marketing, plus product. You have the client calls, plus everything else. So it's just something that we haven't been able to sit down and really crank through yet. So
what I also like about the Google Sheets, though, is that by putting all that raw data in there, we'll start to, because we like to look at some exotic reports as well that are not like just like standard. So coming up with like, all right, this is the report that actually matters versus like, having a hypothesis of like, hey, this would be a cool report, but is it really that useful?
We should take a look at real quick. So last week we were at 445 DPL.
I don't think we actually have DPL on the sheet.
We don't, but we pulled it up. I'm pretty sure we're at 445 if I remember. We don't have it.
Yeah.
So go to the sheet. What's our lead cost right now? $26.
Yeah, okay. Cost per lead 26.18
times. Or wait, and then our 166,000
divided by 382.
434. Okay, so we dropped $10. Yeah, so basically per lead we're making about $435. Mm-hmm. So we're pretty healthy there, but again, the lead booking goes up 20%. That's going to be twice as many offers, twice as many or as much red zone value, potentially twice as many closes depending on what we find in the leads that aren't booking. And that's really going to prove out where we get to in terms of dollar per lead generated. And with the Google Sheets, what we'll start to do, because we're taking in the meeting owner ID and stuff along those lines to who's taking calls and all of that stuff, we'll be able to get true DPL for different time variables, which is going to be nice. So we're really going to be able to see exactly what my, return on booked calls is, your return on booked calls are, and then everything obviously total.
Yeah.
Actually, dollar per lead for the call side would be interesting too. So what is that? How many calls? 38.
Dollar per booked call.
Yeah. 166,000 divided by
40.
Yeah. So, that's stating 41,000 or 4,150. Sorry, 4,150 per call booked. So making over $4,000 per call we get booked, which is.
If we can just keep that metric and
don't mind that.
load on more calls.
Yeah, can't be mad at that.
Yeah.
Be right back. Just gotta grab water.
Cool. All right. Well, one of the other was some product updates inside of HubSpot, and man, HubSpot is just cooking right now. I think they came out with, I want to say like 10 or 12 new updates just in the last 2 days. So a couple of updates that I'm excited about are, let's see. Yeah, they're doing a lot with their AI agents, prospecting agents, customer agent. So that's something that I could tell they're just putting a lot of emphasis on and a lot of development power around. So, leveraging that, I think going into the future is going to be a good approach. What is? No, this isn't the tab. I did see that they had a video editor that they're actually building into the HubSpot videos. So up until recently, they just basically had just a spot for you to update or to upload videos inside of their environment. But now they've got a video editor, so you can clip, you can do other things to do some like basic editing, which actually I think is pretty useful. Did you see that? So one of the updates that they came out with is when you upload a HubSpot video, you can actually clip those videos inside of HubSpot. So I think if you're repurposing any videos and want to create new videos from
like
something
an
else.
AI clipper?
No,
like Opus?
No, it's just something. Let's say you have a 5-minute video and you only want to use like the first 60 seconds of it. You can clip that out or take like a 60-second segment. But you could do it all within HubSpot. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that we haven't really messed around with it, but they just opened up their OpenAI integration.
Yeah.
So that's
I have seen some people working on that, and it's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you seen?
So the connection between HubSpot and OpenAI is completely like so technically we could train, like we could upload all of our coaching calls, we could upload all of our course material, we could upload whatever we really want to into obviously OpenAI, and then we can connect that into HubSpot. So for example, if somebody's trying to generate a new email cadence, or somebody's trying to generate a sequence, or for example, somebody's trying to figure out how to respond to somebody or whatever, it kind of just connects in through the whole environment. So it's interesting because, I mean, they kind of already had that, but it was just,
You're talking about they already had that with the current AI
the Breeze
agent.
intelligence stuff.
Yeah.
But I think you can really, like, it's just a lot more powerful now is what I'm seeing. I don't know. I mean, you can click into it and read through it on some of like the use cases that they have, but
yeah, let's see.
Yeah, so introducing OpenAI app for HubSpot. Bring your own API or OpenAI credentials to HubSpot and control your AI-powered workflows. This app lets you access your existing OpenAI account within HubSpot's powerful automation ecosystem, so you can integrate your preferred LLM provider when and where you need it most. Use OpenAI accounts, powered AI-driven workflow actions, and control costs within your OpenAI account. For more information, blah, 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 blah. How's it work? Install. Yeah, it's not really talking about use cases. I mean, go to details. Yeah, marketing enterprise, ops enterprise, sales enterprise, service enterprise. Each, so you can connect one OpenAI account per HubSpot account. Click in that.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can check the model. That's pretty cool. How much different is like this interface or this input compared to like the native prospecting agent?
I mean, prospecting agent crawls everything, so
It's more plug and play.
yeah, but I don't know. My guess would be that maybe, for example, directly, like, so if we're setting up a workflow and there's a text in it, my guess is that we can go in and ask OpenAI,
Yeah.
and then it'll read kind of what the actions are in the workflow, where the contact's coming from, and then basically make suggestions or run this, right? And it'll tell you kind of what would be good use case for this text or this frame or angle. Honestly, I have no idea.
Damn. I actually have.
If that's the case, then it's just gonna really, I think what they're doing is they're just trying to speed up time to actual like implementation or time to like launch of specific features that people can use. So obviously workflows, automations, duh, but writing emails and doing all of that stuff is probably what they're trying to do.
I mean, the other thing too that I'm thinking about is if we could pull in, if we can create a prompt and then pull in like content from a text message, like an inbound text message, have OpenAI basically like go to the specific model, put the right prompt in place, and then prompt it for a response, and then take that response and put it into like, a WhatsApp message or an SMS or something like that. I don't know.
I hope so.
We'll play around with it. This looks really interesting.
Set up your
Once we get our Sales Momentum OpenAI account, we can really start to
Oh yeah.
play around
So
with it.
use outputs with other workflow actions.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like
Yeah.
it's just making it so people don't have to think. Love that.
Love it.
Well, that's nice.
Okay.
That's
Epic.
thinking, baby.
All right. Sweet. Well, we are going to end it there. And, yeah, thanks for bearing with us. And, yeah, Harrison, I see you, bro. Yeah, tomorrow we'll keep the journey going. And this was episode 14. We'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 15. We'll keep rocking and rolling. So far, so good.
My bedtime tonight is
Early.
1 a.m.
That's right. Earlier, like I said.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
See you guys.